Welcome to Procreations. Or Pro Disasters. So I'm going to be taking this apart today. Pulling the supercharger off of here if I can. Here's the tensioner. Alright, well that's going to be fun. You can stop recording for a minute. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get this. Belt's been on here quite some time. It's stuck to the alternator pulley. Oh god. Just get unstuck. It's stuck to everything. Killing me. Stuff falling out of the tree. I'm awfully surprised I came along.
Something uneasy?
Yeah, one thing. The first thing. So many bugs. Good old self-tapper.
Hold on, this giant mosquito wants to get you.
Yeah. Battery is dead anyway. Okay. That's odd. This came off very simple, very easily. Stay there. Why is that stuck? Come on, the battery comes undone easily, but it doesn't come out. There we go. Okay. Get unstuck. Then it'll come off. Maybe. Wow. It's a tight fit. Damn mosquitoes. Melt it. Probably just a fitting that's leaking fuel. Idler pulley. Needs to be replaced. Oh, I'm so glad I found the coolant leak though.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not a head gasket or anything serious like that. A little bit of oil leakage from those fittings that were on there anyway, so I'm gonna make that all nice. I have access to make fittings and stuff at work. Alright, well that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is the Mustang project. It's a disaster.
Yet to be named.
Yeah.
We have some ideas.
We'll figure it out.
We gotta finalize it.
But for now, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Come back a little bit further. Keep coming. That's good.
I was thinking the look of it.
It smells so nice. Welcome to the Mosstang.
Getting it out of here.
Want to make sure I got everything from under the hood. There they come.
Should I still record?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, see, I was way out here, and now I'm. What are you working up in the trees? Yeah, some of them were leaning over. I gotta get a tree cutter in here to do the whole crowd.
Or is it all found? Oh, hell.
That's better.
I don't know why this little J is attached to this.
Either the car's gonna come or the truck's coming. You
Fuck.
neutral? You want some chalk blocks for the tires? I got 2 of them. No, I'm waiting for deals. Alright, I got them. You know those big rubber plastic ones?
It's in neutral.
All the wheels are turning, so that's a good sign.
more stuff in. It'll take forever to put brass back in that spot now.
You'd be surprised it grows so fast.
Wow. That car hasn't been moved in what, 4 or 5 years?
The biggest that goes too damn low.
I can get in on. Don't.
Oh, this fender comes off.
Oh, well, why'd you hit the door on it then?
So I
There you
want
go,
to scratch
Windex?
the paint.
Yeah, thanks. Nah, it was in the back of this with,
All right.
with the mouse nests I pulled out.
Well, they gotta live somewhere. They can't live in my house.
The last time the fender came off.
Oh, I haven't taken it off in a while because even the MG.
Welcome back to Procreations, everyone. So today, actually, we're going to be working on the Mosstang. As you can tell, it might have a little bit of lichen on the outside of it, and I'm not liking that too much. So we're going to see if we can get it running. We're going to drain the oil, get any kind of bits out of it that we can, change it a couple times, and put some fresh fuel in it, get the fuel pressure regulator sorted out because that had a broken fitting, and put a factory belt on it and just see if we can run it and move it. You have supercharger parts on their way, so well, let's get to it. Alright, the system is reset again. Let's give this one more shot. Welcome back to Procreations, everyone. I'm Dan the Man, and this is day 2 of... This is day 2 of getting the Mustang running. stupid system, so I have it rubber banded in so I can run the car. It's alive. Good news. New project fits in the garage. Ever wonder what the outside of a car that's been sitting for 4 or 5 years looks like? It's in a really, really marshy area. Well, this is it. You got your windshield moss. Under here we have an entire ecosystem. And don't forget the speed moss. Welcome to another episode of Crow Creations, everyone. This is Project Mustang. So today we're going to actually be cleaning the outside of the car so that way it's not a disaster anymore, and maybe it'll actually look nice. Let's find out. This might be a little satisfying. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So this thing is dirty. off the spot.
Would it be totally embarrassing to flag this thing around?
Now, right here, you're going to see the steering wheel. That was a disaster, along with a lot of the other interior cleaning. I'm going to just let this play. One thing I'm afraid of is I'm not going to be able to get this out of this steering wheel, out of this airbag, but we'll see. Okay, so no one's going to believe it unless I actually show it, because this is crazy. Chemical Guys Total Interior Cleaner and Protectant. Give it a little bit of a spritz. It's actually pulling all this crap out of here. Believe it or not, it cleaned up quite well, other than the fact that I realized it's coated and it's not actually this color from the factory. So I'll have to get some saddle paint and give this another coat. Now here's where my wife was actually really intently scrubbing with a toothbrush all the interior pieces so it was clean and we didn't have to deal with any kind of smell afterwards. Now this is the door of the Mustang. I sprayed it with Chemical Guys all-purpose, all clean. Yeah, it's pretty gross, but you see I started wiping it. I just wanted to kind of show you guys the fact that this stuff works the way it does. It's pretty crazy how it just wipes that crud right out of there. Now, earlier you saw that I cleaned the steering wheel and some of the coating came off of it, so this is the actual outcome of... There goes my light. I have no idea why that just quit. This is the actual outcome of what happened to it after I bought a nice can of vinyl and fabric dye, so that way I could make sure that it was coated and it wasn't going to be a problem anymore. So I prepped it properly. And I coated it properly, and it seems to be a very durable finish, so we'll see. The seats actually came out reasonably good. This is actually just the back seat. I did end up replacing the front seat with Amazon seats. They worked out quite well, and it wasn't $1,900 to get them reupholstered. Now here's where I was fitting the new seats in. Welcome to another episode of Project Mustang. Noted this is not the best idea. So today I'm actually going to be taking and using a truck bed liner on the floor. I want to put something to deaden the sound a little bit, plus I want to protect it. I also made sure I went through any rust that was here from the supports that are welded in. I actually went through and did a little bit of rust conversion on it. Went through, cleaned up all the heavy scale, wire brushed everything, and I let this sit and dry and cure. So now I'm actually going to take and apply the truck bed liner. And all right, once I get this into the car, we're going to start with the passenger side of the car. Noted this is not the best idea. Alright, passenger side's all done. Time to move over to the driver's side. Alright, you can see the whole floor is nice and coated. I'm actually going to take and leave this to dry. Let's see what it looks like once it's all dried. Floor is all sound deadened. And you guys can just sit back and watch it dry. Oh, I'm going to get sick of this trunk real quick. Done and cured up nice. So now I'm actually going to take and get this wiring all sorted out. This doesn't fit the contour of the floor because this brace was installed here. So I'm going to take and I'm going to take and redo this a little bit. So, if you don't know what loom is, this is wire loom. I bought it on Amazon. I ordered it last night and it was here this morning. So I'm going to put this to protect the wire. Good enough. Good enough. Alright, so here's the splice into the trunk. I gotta clean up this rust from the friggin' mouse nest that was back here. Yay! This looks like it's a factory wire. This is something that's cut. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Plug's not going to anything. Leave it off to the side. I can repair that at some other time. I know the car currently runs. So, for now, I think I just want to see if I can run a new wire, possibly. 12 gauge wire. Let's see if I have any. Alright, so I went and got some stuff ready. I took and I cut and stripped the wire. I'm going to be putting a fuse in here because there is no fuse. I just want some kind of safety net. So, I'm going to put my shrink tubing on. Make sure my wire is nice and twisted. Oh, I'm going to get sick of this trunk real quick. I'm going to take and just get a little bit of dielectric grease in there just to protect it. Alright. Alright. Now that that's all on there, I'll let that cool for a moment. I went and got a piece of loom. I want this to wrap off of this wire onto this spool here so everything's nice and protected. Let me take slice. No, that's nice here. I can use all that. I can go down here. All right. Let's go down here. A few over down here. There you go. That's it. A few over. Let's do there. So that way, serious. I'm going to take it. So this is all nice and bundled, not going anywhere, and protected. Pardon the mess. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this all the way to the front car, so everything is going to be boring. Oh, alright, time to get my approach. Alright, so I reached my end here. Alright, this is a pain. Alright, so I'm gonna take and shut the camera off so I can swear a little. Now I'm just with the conduit all run. Not conduit, but with everything all run here. I just want it to be all secured, out of the way of any footpaths, and tied off so that way it's not disturbed. Zip tie cutter somewhere in the house. Good enough. The same path the factory wiring harness took. Alright, time to move around. Alright, so now that comes all the way up, goes down into the firewall, and vanishes into the factory harness. You can still see it throughout, but I have everything all nice, and it looks terrible. I hate wiring harnesses on cars. They're so messy, but this is much neater than it was. We got everything's all organized, heading back into the trunk. Everything's tied off. Coming right up into this nice fuse that I put in place. Now the only thing's gonna be if the car's gonna start afterwards. That's gonna be the key. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up. Also, I got to address that. So now I'll be ready to put the carpet that's hanging up over there that dried from getting pressure washed the other day. We'll come back out here tomorrow night and get the carpet in here. Hopefully get this thing moving right along. All we got left is the seats. Got the brackets on the way. Yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait. Time to get the center console in this thing. How the heck have I gotten out of here? Pretty sure I had this e-brake pulled back further. Blah. Here we go. All right. Whew. Now just gotta plug all this stuff back in. This is actually everything's gonna get another final wipe down, but this is amazing how this car is cleaned up. The last update, we have pretty much all the interiors back in the car with the new seats. I will take the plastic off the seats soon and unveil them, but I'm actually going to be working on getting the speaker grills covered tonight. So I actually already did one. Came out really nice. I just wanted to make sure it was going to be actually easy enough to do, but here we are. These are the old covered grills. The mesh has some rub spots in it. Time to refresh these. So they're old, and the glue is actually not really that good, so it's kind of fairly simple to dismantle here. Let's get all that old glue off of there. I'm going to chip as much as I can off of the chunky stuff here. All right, now that that's all off of there, I'm going to take and prep this surface as good as I can. Just going to sand it. Anything loose I want to come off. Anything that's still really stuck on there, I'm going to just leave it. Because this doesn't have to be pretty underneath the mesh. Get this all prepped. All right, now that it's all prepped, I'm gonna just take and wipe it off, cut out my mesh, and get it glued on. Now here's the mesh that I used, if you're curious. This is something I just ordered on Amazon. It comes in a sheet, and you can cut it out and glue it to surfaces. Or you can use it in an actual like press fit frame or something that's for a speaker box. That's what this is, but it's nice and foam lined on the inside. It's got a nice screen on the inside, and on the outside it's got this nice texture. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. I took and I cut my section out. I took my old piece. I'm gonna take and trim it up to match this similar sizing of this, and I'm going to apply it to the grill. Now I have my mesh all cut out and my grill all laid down. I'm actually going to be applying my Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive to apply the mesh to the grill. So how I do that is I keep everything laid out in the order that it's going to be applied. I apply a light layer of adhesive to my mesh. A light layer of adhesive to my piece that I want covered. And what that's going to do is it's going to tack up. See, it's sticky. It's sticking to my finger. So now that it's air dried and tacked for a second, it's all stuck to my hand. Actually going to lay it right in the middle of this. I'm going to pick it up, hold on to it, and I'm going to gently massage it from the middle, lightly applying the adhesive, not to crush the foam into the glue, because if that happens, then it's going to have flat spots and it's not going to look nice. But you see it gently rolls down nice. I'm not liking the way that's laying out. There we go, that's better. Now that this is applied to the front mounting surface, I let that dry for a minute. While I'm letting it dry, I'm going to trim it up so there's not a ton of extra hanging over. Now that that's trimmed up, I like to make a few relief cuts around my corners. Not coming right to the edge. One more right there. Now that the front has dried and it's stuck down quite well, this is when I'll take and I'll go around the edges, catching it with the adhesive. Like I said, just a light coat, and you want it to tack up in the air for a minute. Let that tack up for a moment. It's still not good enough. I'm doing this in a cold area. Once I'm done gluing it, I'm going to go stick it in front of the heat. Oh, that's tacky. Yeah, you can see how it's starting to actually stick now. You can see this trim adhesive starting to work. You just ease it on around. Careful, because it will stick to itself quite easily. I'm just gently going around with my hand around the curvature. Now I'm going to follow it all back, pressing all my edges down as I go, making sure that they're stuck into the adhesive really good. This part, I don't care if it's crushed into the foam. I'll put heavy pressure on this because this is the real spot that's going to be holding this on this piece forever. So this is where you want your glue. If you really want to be safe, you can go around the edges later on and glue it again, but there's a chance you may have to replace these again, considering you sit right next to them in the back seat. But this is my way of replacing speaker grills. As you see, it kind of has that nice appeal as if it was a factory finished part. But now the front of it's nice. And when it's all blacked out with a speaker in it, you can't even tell. Brand new. Thanks for watching. And here's actually a little side-by-side comparison. So here's what the old mesh looked like. This is the upper part of the grill in the back. And here's the new mesh I installed. I dropped it, so it's got shit in it, so it's great. So here's the side-by-side comparison. This is the old speaker mesh. And this is the new mesh. You can see it's going to look a lot different in there. A little bit of a different aesthetic. Kind of gives it a newer vibe. Plus, welcome back to Pro Creations, everyone. I'm Dan the Man, and we're back with Project Mustang. So, believe it or not, this car used to look like this.
Of it.
It smells so nice. Welcome to the Mustang. Oh well, it'll be fun. Actually, time to. Now, it looks like this. I totally went through the entire thing, cleaning it, me and my wife, and it's actually currently sitting with a freshly rebuilt supercharger with an upgraded impeller on it. I don't know. Kind of hard to believe if anything actually made its way through here. But better safe than sorry. I'm gonna take this intake off and put a new gasket on it. It's got a whole boost anyway. I didn't clean that up. I gotta clean that up still.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm.
So we're going to be getting this thing ready to get fired up soon. So I'm going to be ripping that intake manifold off, just the upper, just so I can get a look at the inside, make sure nothing from the old explosion happening caused any problems. Going to be getting the oil feed and drain tubes hooked up on the supercharger. I have to get the intercooler mounted. There's a lot to do. So I'm actually going to be putting some music on, jamming out. So I'm going to put this in a time-lapse mode